For further analysis on Egypt's church bombings, we have in Nina Shea, director of the Center for Religious Freedom at the Hudson Institute. Thanks for joining us, Nina. Why is ISIS attacking Christians?
This is a genocide, an anti-Christian genocide by ISIS. We know that from Iraq and Syria. We're seeing it now in Egypt. They're calling them infidels. They're saying in films that God has ordered them to kill infidels. So they are, and they're calling them apostates in the statement, claiming credit for the Palm Sunday attacks. So they want to eliminate them.
Egypt's president, as you heard, has declared a state of emergency. Will it realistically help Christians?
Well, they need protection. Their churches need military protection. The Pope, the Copts have their own Pope, Tawadros II. He needs protection. Their bishops need protection. It's going to be very difficult, but the United States does give them $1.3 billion in military aid a year. That's what they need, and they need metal detectors in front of these churches to help protect them. There are a lot of Copts. There are 9 million. This is more than all the other Christian communities in the Middle East combined, and it's actually more than any other non-Muslim community in the Middle East, including Jews in Israel. It's larger than that.
Speaking of Jews in Israel, there have been reports that militants in the Sinai area are attacking the southern border of Israel. Does that have anything to do with the persecution of Christians that we've been hearing about in Sinai?
ISIS started, it came out of the closet, if you will, in Sinai. It has long been a terrorist hotbed up there in Sinai for many years. But in February, they released a film threatening the Christians, saying that they're our favorite prey, and that they were going to eradicate them. And they were basically at that point targeting Christians in Sinai. And they killed 7 of them and drove 1,000 Christians out of Sinai, out of their homes. So it's been a hotbed of terrorism. The conflict's intensifying there. It's not going to be good for the Christians.
Last week, your colleague Samuel Tedros said that preemptive measures need to be taken to prevent these types of attack. What specifically do you think needs to happen?
Well, there has to be counterterrorism, and the United States should be helping with that. There also has to be a change in culture. The government has to start explaining to the people through the education system, through the media, which the government has a great deal of control over, through the Sunni Center of Learning, Al-Azhar, which the government also supports, has to explain and educate the population about who the Copts are, that they're Egyptian. They predated Islam there. They're not apostates. They did not change or convert from Islam to Christianity. They've been there since the first century, centuries before the Muslims were there. And they have to really clarify what is meant by this term infidel. Is this a reason to kill someone? So they have to begin working on the education and the culture.
Nina Shea, director of the Center for Religious Freedom at the Hudson Institute, thanks so much for your insight.
Thank you.